Welcome to Duke's United show, and it's the match preview for Manchester United versus Newcastle, Sunday at 2 p.m. And I'm joined by Garf, as always, for the previews and the reviews, match reactions. How you doing, Garf?
Yeah, good about yourself.
Yeah, not too bad. Bit busy today, but look, we have to get it in, don't we? We have to get this in. So let's dive straight into what's happened actually, because obviously Ten Hag had his interview after the game against Ammonia, and I think a part of it might have been even embargoed until the next day, but we got some information on what was going on. So let's bring that up and let's have a look at what I've got here. I did my reporting a bit earlier, so yeah. I've got here. So in the Ten Hag presser, the first question he was asked about, are you confident in the team obviously getting more goals, considering they had so many chances in the game against Ammonia? And it was and he said the players will score when they have chances. It's about mentality. We need goals also from midfield and defense, and not leave it all to the strikers to get the goals. Secondly, was asked about it being a difficult week coming up. We got obviously Newcastle, then we've got Tottenham on Wednesday, then we got Chelsea on the weekend. So it's a mad one. But he said the spirit is already good, the belief is up, and we're looking forward to this kind of test. So that's great, of course, as normal. And he said, how do you rate Newcastle's chances as well? He says they're a high energy team, and we need to be at our best to get the result. Then we moved on to the midfield combinations. He said you've got a lot of midfield combinations, you used a lot of them. Which is your best? And he said that it's difficult to say. There's not been many games where they've all played, so you can have a real look, but we need a squad. And he said even Freddie came in and he played well. He was unlucky not to score, but he's happy with all four. I thought we had more than four. But anyway, he said he's happy with all four.
just on that as well. That's one of them questions that I hate because it's a squad game, man. We've got four quality midfield of the four that he's talking about, and they all deserve game time. It's different horses for courses, isn't it? You know what I mean? It really depends who we're playing. So
100%. And then he was asked about which players are out, and it's pretty much the same as last week, apart from Martial might be able to play. So it's touch and go with him. And Maguire may be back for next week. Not that it makes much difference, but Van der Beek's still out, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka's still out.
Does anyone know the physio at Man United? Can we send him a few bucks? You know what I mean? Just no, mate. It's going to be another 6 months, Gaffer. Sorry, mate. He's got a deep tear.
Right. So then we had the next one was Anthony scoring 3 and 3, and no one else has done that. So he was asked about him, and he said he's enjoying the challenge. He's playing well already, but there's still more to come from him. And he's the first player to score in his first 3 games on the trot in history. So that's great as well. He's done well to have a start like that. We all want to see more from him. And then it was about the CR7 charge, the Cristiano charge. I think it was to do with the throwing of the mobile phone at Everton last season?
Smack that out of the kid's hand or something, didn't he? So you can understand. That's one in ones where you can understand the frustration. You shouldn't do it, obviously. You're a professional. You've got to keep your head. But come on, you can understand that. You know what I mean? You just got tonked by Everton, who are awful. You know what I mean? You've had an awful game.
Yeah.
So,
It's a bit of a silly one, that. But look. If he gets suspended, he gets suspended. We've got players to go in there anyway. We've got Sancho to come in if he plays like he played over that 10 minutes. Look, I'm happy for him to come in anyway. And again, I don't even think Ronaldo's going to play this game, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe you do. I know you. I've seen you do.
Only because Martial's out, mate. Only because we've got no Martial. But yeah, I can. I want to. You're going with it. We'll see in a second.
We'll see if he even comes in because look, imagine he's trained today. If he's trained today and yesterday, he could start. But the chances are, to be fair, knowing him, he'll probably be on the bench if he trained today. Because he hasn't trained all week, has he? So
plus, we got him back like this last time, didn't we? And the reason we haven't had him for 2 games is because of exactly this situation. So I'd err on the side of caution. I really would, you know. I mean,
wait for Wednesday, innit? Really.
That's what I was about to say. No offense to Newcastle fans, you're a great team. You've got a decent squad, but we have got stiffer challenges coming in the week against Spurs and Chelsea. So
You got Just Donny saying Superman United. I don't know why he's written that, but look, looking all good. We're looking quite good at the moment. We've had 15 points out of the last 18. You can't complain, to be fair. And Darren De Jong says we should wipe the floor with Newcastle. I'm not so sure it's going to be that easy. They are a high intensity team. They did go 2 goals up against City, and they gave them a hell of a lot of trouble. Even Kyle Walker got a lot of trouble against Sir Maximan. So he can mess with anybody. He's one of them guys that can tear up anybody on his day. So we just got to be careful because they do have quick players, and that Bruno Guimaraes is a battle of the Brunos, as we heard yesterday. It's a battle of the Brunos. Can our Bruno start pulling his finger up and doing what he used to do attacking wise, as well as this newfound player who's able to actually keep the ball properly now? So if we can put them all together, we got a player on our hands, a major player on our hands. So yeah. So anyway, let's go into the team lineups. Let's talk to me, Garf, about why you have chosen this team to go up against Newcastle.
So for me, it
got Fred
was
wrong, and sorry, I got Fred wrong there, but don't worry about that.
That's Ericsson there for Fred. But no, for me, it was just this is the team that picked itself with no McTominay, obviously, as that holding midfield role, and no Martial to spearhead the attack. I can see Rashford through the centre with Sancho on the wings, but I just think he'll stick with Ronaldo for this one. Casemiro, for me, has got to come in because we've got no other DM there. What you've done there, what you've got there, Nate, is the one question I had in my mind, which is, do you play Fred over Ericsson against this high press, high intensity Newcastle team? And I won't lie, now I'm looking at it like this, I am actually thinking more like, it's 50-50. Like, what you gain in Ericsson's attacking, you lose with Fred, but you gain the defensive. He ain't DM, but the energy and the running about and the actual like disruptive performance of him. So I'd still stick with Ericsson though, because I think Newcastle's one of them teams. We're at home, and it's one of them teams at the moment. They are decent, but if we can put them under pressure early, score early, I think they don't come back, mate. I really don't think they come back. You know what I mean? So
I think we need 2 goals in this game to win this game. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We need more than we need a 2-goal cushion, I think, to make this really not be like, squeaky bum time at the end, to be fair. So yeah,
it could be that. I just think if we score early, man, if we put what we then grow in confidence and we score 2-3, you know what I mean? Like, and it's over for them. But they're a decent side, man. You know, I mean, the more I looked into them, the more I was like, oh, they're not that bad. It's not old Newcastle anymore. It's not joking Newcastle. So
this is the thing. They've got money now, and they're catching us up. As we said yesterday, they're catching us up so much quicker than we thought. I feel like they're going to be the ones just underneath the top 6 spaces this year. But next, watch this space. They're coming for us.
Yeah.
They're coming for us, and the likes of Tottenham, likes of Chelsea. They're going to be in the mix because they got the money to buy whoever they want, and people will go there now. So they got an amazing stadium. That's one of my favorite stadiums actually that I've ever played at. Because it's just brand new, nice, open. The fans are amazing. It's just a nice place to actually go and play. And look, people are going to want to go there. And they're already killing it now.
Listen, Man City had to do it to start with. They had to pay over the odds on wages and fees to get the better players in because they had to come to Manchester. And Newcastle have to do the same. But I said this at the start of the season: give it a year, man. Like you're saying, though, give it 2 transfer windows, and then the next transfer windows, if in the next transfer window they're not pulling up trees, maybe I'll reassess that. But no, mate, they've got a half decent squad already. They're 1 or 2 big players away from really. I can see them being top 4 very easily next year.
Yeah,
very easily. Like you say, with the money they've got, the power they've got in that market, bruv. So
we need to be that team that's third then, or second, if that's the case, because I don't want them getting ahead of us, as they will go. They'll steal a march on us and keep going if we don't keep up and buy the right players. That's what I was talking about. We need an Mbappe type player in there to be able to compete with these guys, like especially the Haaland and them guys. But look, if he doesn't want to play up front, I don't want him, to be fair.
I didn't know that until I heard that yesterday. I'm like, no, mate, no, through the centre only, mate. I don't want. We're not making demands before you're even here, fella. This ain't PSG. So.
So I'm going to talk about my team here. So my team is, we've got De Gea in goal, of course. Shaw's gone at left back, and Martinez Varane, and I think Malacia may go at right back this game, just because Dalot's been showing a little bit of tiredness. He's been
fatigue.
He's not keeping the ball well as he has been, and it looks like it might be an option because he did mention it earlier on in the week, and I just think, why not? You can play Malacia there, and I think Shaw will keep his spot.
Yeah.
Ericsson coming back in for Fred, and then I'm going with Sancho going on the left and Rashford up front, because I think he sees something in Sancho there in that game in the last 10 minutes and thinks, you know what? He really wants it now. And then Rashford, we know what he's doing at the moment. Yeah. But then again, it's a mad one because Ronaldo's just got back in. He scored his goal against Everton in midweek, and he may now go on a run where he scores 2 or 3. So to be honest, I was actually edging back towards your team where Ronaldo's up front and Rashford's back on the left, especially as well. Rashford actually done that good work from the left.
Yeah.
So do you take him out of that position and put Sancho on? I'm come to think of it, I'm going with Rashford on the left and Ronaldo up front now. That's just what I think. Todd the Mod says, worried about this game, need to be better than we was against Everton. Exactly, we do. But one thing is, if we play the way we played in terms of the passing and movement that we've seen in the last 2 games, and we improve on that, we should have no troubles breaking them down and getting chances. No. It's whether we score those chances. And if it falls to Cristiano rather than anyone else, we're going to have no problems. That's for sure. Yeah. So that's
the only thing I'd say. Yeah, we've got to get our clinicalness up. We've just got to start finishing. We've got to start putting the ball in the onion bag, because that Ammonia game was. Listen, I agreed with Paul Scholes on that. Like, that goalkeeper wasn't even that special. He pulled out a couple of decent saves, but most of them were just shots down his throat, mate. Like they were saves he had to make. If you let him in, you'd. Yeah. Exactly. So, and it's not like he's a bad keeper either. He's a Nigerian international. He's a decent player. So No, it was bad, man. So we definitely need our finishing needs to be top notch against Newcastle. I agree. I agree with Todd there. We do need to play better. Yeah,
exactly what I was saying. When you look at it, we haven't got. Well, Cristiano is that potent striker, isn't it? It's just unfortunate that it didn't fall to him. We just know it would have been a goal. That's what happened when McTominay came on. I was actually thinking, you know what? Even though he's a midfielder, he can score. So if he gets a chance, there's more chance of him scoring than even the Casemiro scoring. Casemiro really doesn't have the best of shots anyway. So I was happy that he came on, and I was thinking if it drops to him, at least we got someone else on the pitch that may score. And luckily, we got the win. So but anyway, last bit of this is who you think is going to score, and you've gone with Ronaldo, Anthony again, 4 games on the trot in the league, and Ronaldo. Wow, okay. He seems to always get that left foot whip in every game, doesn't he?
Yeah. So if he can continue that, Nath, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of them unstoppable shots, isn't it? No matter how good you are, if you get that perfect, you can't, unless you pull out a mega save, then they're going in. So I've gone for the front 3 of my team scoring personally. I keep coming back to Newcastle are decent, but then I look at their back line and it's like, do you know what? It's not the best, and we've got such a potent attacking force. Either or, even if we play Sancho, if we play Sancho, Rashford and Anthony, I still see it 3-1 and Sancho getting on the score sheet. You know what I'm saying?
Exhibit says Rashford and Ronaldo screamer. 2-1.
Yeah, Ronaldo needs a screamer. Like Ronaldo needs a big goal in a big game. He's been doing well recently, but he needs one of them Ronaldo goals that no one else can score. So,
oh my gosh, Shepard's son. Big worry is we have Maguire back in training. I love that. Oh, that's liberties.
He ain't coming back in the team. He's not. He's below Lindelof now. Unless there's injuries, he's not getting back in on form in training.
No
surely,
chance.
Nath.
No chance.
Surely not.
But you've gone for 3-1, and I've gone for 2-1. I think I've gone with Rashford to get a goal because he was unlucky for that goal not to be counted against Everton. And then again, he should be scoring at least 4 goals in the week. And then, he's going to have chances. That's what I said about him. When he's on his game, he'll get chances for fun. It's whether he finishes them. And I still back him to score because his finishing is usually quite potent. A lot of people have said in training, they've seen him. Whenever you watch him, he's unbelievable finisher. So, look, keep doing what you're doing, Rashi, because you're back to your best in terms of the football inside now. Not just goals. Your game players come back as well, and I'm loving it. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Fitness, form, energy, all back at the moment. So, I hope so. I hope so, man. Yeah, the other thing with Rashi as well, mate, is he's got one of and I mean it, one of the most powerful low-driven shots in the league. Maybe not the most powerful, but it is so quick. You ain't if he gets it on target, a bit like I'm saying about the left-hand curl from Anthony. If he gets it on target, there's not much you can do about it unless you're in the right position to get a reflex save out. So he definitely should have scored 3. He definitely should have had a hat-trick against him. So should have about 3 other people. So 36 shots, absolute Mickey takers.
But anyway, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new to the show and you're enjoying what you're seeing as well. We've got another comment here saying, mate, what do you think about the summer? We lack players with good crossing or passing, especially through passes. Likes of Casemiro pass to Ronaldo. Who can we sign based on that? Oh, you know what? It's weird. It's hard. It's a hard one. We got to have a little think about that. But it's like who comes out? Because again, Bruno does that. He does set up a lot of goals, although he does have a lot of passes that go astray. He has been one of the highest assist maker in football since he came to United. I think he's had the most assists in the league. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he did yeah.
Yeah, so he does that job, and Eriksen we know does that job as well, and now Casemiro does that job. So we got actually 3 players in there who all can do that job right now. So I'm happy with that. Billy Percy Beak says if we lose this, then we are out of the Champions League race. That's what I was saying about this week. If you watch the show, the United Show Weekly, we said the question was is this going to define our season? Is it going to define our season playing against Chelsea, Tottenham, all in and around us, and Newcastle? We have to win that we have to win them 3 games or get at least 7 points from that. And then we'll be saying, yeah, we're going to be third. Don't be ridiculous, says Sean Tretford. Sean, are you talking about Billy Van Persie there?
I agree. Yeah.
Right, but still, it will give us a good cushion. That's all I know. Yeah. We need to win.
No, I agree with Billy. It's not that we're out of the Champions League race, but if we lose to Newcastle, then we scrape a draw against Spurs, lose to Chelsea, we take 1 point out of the 9 that we've got in front of us, then our challenge becomes difficult because exactly what you're saying, Nate. Spurs, Chelsea, Newcastle, they're all around us, mate. So we're back down in 8th or 9th, having to struggle up the table again. Yeah. So
you have to look at Liverpool. They're how many points behind Arsenal now? And I was speaking to Arsenal's guy, and he was like, look, we beat Liverpool. They're like 12 points behind us. How are they going to catch us up already? How is that going to happen? Even if Arsenal now lose to the big boys, they're not going to catch them with 12 points. That's too many games. So, and then they're going to probably lose some more anyway. So how are they going to get back into second now? I don't see it happening this year for them. I think they're going to be struggling. They're going to be 4th, 5th. I'm telling you. Traore in our side would benefit us more. I think you're talking about Adama there. I probably would, yeah. Adama.
Really? You take Adama Traore?
No, I'd take him in the squad. Yeah. But not obviously ahead of anyone. I put him in there because if he comes on off the bench, he's going to scare living daylights out and his own teammates as well. So, yeah.
You definitely ain't getting a fight. You ain't fighting him. There's no 2 ways about that, is there?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to look. There was a Portuguese midfielder that I was looking at a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, he looks all right. And he's not young or anything, though. I think he's at Sporting. I think his name's Paulino or something like that. And he's a decent little centre midfielder that could come. Like, I'm just going back to the question from Exhibit. Like, I can't think who it was, but he's a decent little midfielder. I think you're right, Nathan, about that. Like, we ain't looking in the midfield. We're not looking for a star man right now. We're looking for someone who can come in, rotate, and actually do what Exhibit's talking about, playing them through balls, playing the quick passes. So, there's not a lot out there, man.
It's going to be tough to find that, but that's Erik Ten Hag's job anyway. So, look, guys, that's all we got time for today. But Garf, I think, you might have to be doing the preview on your
solo reaction.
I might not be able to get to see the game tomorrow, so
don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you people joining just because it's just me. Yeah, still come along. So.
Yeah, we know Bruno can do that, but I feel he still has his ego and selfish play last season till now. Eriksen maybe can do that if his position is number 10. I agree with the Duke's prediction. Love that, Paul. Love that, Paul. What you saying? 2-1, yeah? Okay. Make sure you get your comments in. Again, make sure you're liking and subscribing. New people. I think I've seen some new names there. So yeah. That's us for today, and I think we'll see Garf tomorrow, and I'll jump on if I can after the game. I can jump on, but I ain't gonna be able to tell you about the game. That's the problem.
I'll give you the commentary, Nate. I'll send you some text. Cockerels is back. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, mate.
Oh my God, they're playing right now. They ain't got any goals yet. So why are you concentrating on your game, guys? What's going on? But anyway, all right. That's all we got time for. Like I said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.